guys, welcome back to our 6th episode of Faith Friday. We're so glad that you guys continue to tune in every Friday here on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and all the channels. So we're super excited about our guest and friend, Chad Bushnell. Here, he lives here in our community of Red Bluff, California. So
I'm Jen O'Hara, and I am the co-founder and CEO of Girls with Guns. And I'm lucky enough that I actually had Chad play at my wedding with our good friend Morgan Mills. And you guys were amazing. You have so much that you offer our community in terms of just entertainment and the things that you do, Chad. Could you fill in our audience so that they kind of know who you are and just a little bit about you?
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for having me today. And I've been looking forward to this. So I perform throughout Northern California and Oregon and Washington, and just as far as I can. I go back and forth to Nashville, and mainly a singer-songwriter. And I like to write, as many songs as I can, get them out there, make albums. I just released my second EP, and I have 3 other albums out. But this EP, I had a song, a Christian country song that went #1 on Christmas called "What Would Jesus Do?" And so now I've been doing both mainstream country and Christian country. So yeah, it's been great. Getting to go back and forth from Nashville has been awesome, and getting to perform here in my community is always awesome as well.
How did you get started in performing? Like, what was your start? How old were you?
Oh, my dad sang in a local country band around here in Red Bluff. And so I'd been performing ever since he started doing that. I was always interested in it. And then when I was about sophomore year of high school, I started entering talent shows. And then from there, I just I started doing gigs and just kind of, just kept going with it these last few years. And yeah, it's been great. Got to do a lot of fun things with music. So
yeah. You're a busy guy. You definitely are on the road quite a bit too. So, but it's really
music speak to your heart though. Like, I love I know you have like 20,000 songs on your playlist.
I know.
I have some Chad Bushnell on my playlist.
Definitely, I know. And I love that we get to, Chad, he is always at like our local rodeos and, a lot of events and private events. And it's just really fun to see where Chad has grown in not only who he is, but just his career as well. And it's just fun that, anytime we're like, hey, Chad, let's do this. He's all for it. He's like, yep, sign me up, I'm there. And so it's been really fun. And what's been even more special is Chad and his mom and his grandmother have just been big influencers and also our lives too, and just with their faith. And so what we're super excited about is because Chad's #1, we would love for you to play that for our audience.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Yeah. So this song I got when I got to be in a competition a couple years ago, and won first place for the California region for the Inspirational Country Contest. And so out of that, I got a single song recording contract with the Sin Music, and me and Corey Lee Barker wrote this song, and it's called "What Would Jesus Do?" Brother, it's no bother. In fact, I'm glad you asked. You can't rush decisions like I learned long ago that choices get you hurt. A decision based on 4 little words. Will it make the world a better place or worse? It make friends and strangers ought to be like me or not. I'll be proud, I'll be ashamed, with a need to think it through. What would Jesus do? If you stop and listen, speak guidance on your knees. Prayer has a way, putting all your fears at peace. You won't have to wonder, won't have to second guess. You won't have to drown in no regrets. Will it make the world a better place or worse off? It make friends and strangers wanna be like me or not. I'll be proud, I'll be ashamed. Will I need to think through what would Jesus do? It's not rocket science. If you don't believe me, try it. It's amazing what a little prayer can do. Will it make the world a better place or worse off? It make friends and strangers wanna be like me or not. I'll be proud, I'll be ashamed. Will I need to think through what would Jesus do? Oh, what would Jesus do?
So awesome. Like I was sitting here and I'm like, how cool is this? You guys like bring our friends on, and they're super cool that, you know, play guitar and sing, and how amazing that is. And that song is just so great. I mean, we love the Lord, so that's powerful. Chad, you're the
I know what inspired that song for you, Chad.
Well, a few different things. I got the opportunity to write with Corey Lee Barker, who's kind of a big writer back in Nashville. And, when I got the opportunity to go write and record, I had to come up with something that I kind of got away from me. I was on the plane ride to Nashville and I'm like, shoot, I got to have a song idea or two, when I go in the writing room. And so I started thinking, and I thought back to the What Would Jesus Do bracelets, we used to wear as a kid. They were kind of popular, at least when I was a kid. And so I said, okay, well, what would Jesus do? So I started writing on the plane, and I came up with something when I met with Corey, and then we kind of merged and started putting stuff together, and that's what we came up with. That's how we yeah.
I love it. I need to get those lyrics because that is incredible.
Thank you.
perfect.
Yeah, it was fun. I got to in the recording studio. I got to work with Jeff Bates. Excuse me. Jeff Bates had a couple of hits in the early 2000s on country radio, so I was a big fan, and he produced the song. So it was a great experience. Yeah.
So powerful. Do you have any encouraging words for kids that are out there, maybe just, getting started as well with, country music, and they have a dream like you to, be a singer, country music artist too? Is there anything that you would encourage some kids right now who are watching?
Yeah, just to, well, I know right now it's stuff, but entering contests, really putting yourself out there is key. Like there's online stuff too. And I try to, when you're on social media, run into things, try to enter those things as much as possible, push your songs out, and eventually, those people know somebody. And that's kind of how I've got my foot in the door in certain places. I've just been, I go to Nashville a few times a year, and I play at Cowboy Church there. I play on the Strip, and, pretty soon something will eventually work out. And I meet Lisa Daggs, and she's the one that got me involved with the contest. And I end up winning that contest finally. And so that would be my encouragement, is to keep yourself out there. There's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all this stuff. You can put videos on there. So that's something I would suggest.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love that. Well, perfect. Sorry, Jen.
What are you doing to keep yourself busy during this time? You're obviously been traveling a lot, and now you're kind of back home. I'm not going to say stuck at home, because I'm loving being at home. So But you're back home, so what are you doing to keep busy right now?
Well, I shoot a few horses in between for extra money, and so I've been doing that and been able to practice and get a little better at that, along with just writing songs at home. My lawn looks amazing because I've had a lot of time at home, so it's
Right.
never looked this good, and so I've been kind of a lot of those things, hanging out with my family and my wife. Yeah, it's been great.
I didn't know horses, so Olivia just got her first horse, so I'm gonna have to call you.
Yeah. Be happy to do that. Yeah.
Well, Chad, we're so grateful for you and just your friendship. And we'd love to, if you could tell the audience, where they can find you socially and, all the things. And we'll be sure to drop his handles down below.
Yeah, you can. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, both at Chad Bushnell Music. My website's chadbushnell.com. I'm on Twitter too, if you do Twitter, Bushnell Chad, and you can go on YouTube, find all my stuff. All my music is on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, almost all online music stores. So I would appreciate it. Yeah, if you could download my music or stream it, that would be great.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, friend. We're so glad you joined us for this Faith Friday and playing for us and everything. And we hope you guys had a great time. We wish you guys a best weekend, and stay tuned for next week's Faith Friday. Bye.
Bye. Bye.